Hello everybody, welcome to World Monologue Games. You are watching the regional finals and this is our third season here at the Games. Very, very exciting. My name is Pete Malicki and I am your host for this evening. Apologies in advance. I'm the founder of the event as well. So just a few words about World Monologue Games and then I'll hand you over to our performers. So we started in 2020 thanks to the pandemic, and we are still going strong now. We are an acting competition and showcase, and we have a really strong emphasis on performance over technology. We give everybody in the world who wants to submit a free entry so that it's all about accessibility and giving everybody a chance. What you're seeing tonight is the regional finals, which are the best performers who submitted to the main amateur category. This is one of 3 shows in the main amateur category, and we're doing a total of 21 shows in this regional final season. Now, there might be some strong language and adult themes in the show tonight, so please be warned if you're sensitive to any particular kind of topic or content, it very well may be present. We also have performers doing more than one monologue, and that's because performers can submit more than once, and sometimes the judges really like them and put them through twice or even 3 times, even 4 times into the season. I think we've got someone who's got 4 in the regionals. You do get to vote. You get to vote for your 2 favorite performers. I'll come back on at the end of the show after the performers have done their stuff to talk a little bit more about how that voting works. If you're watching live, you can't vote yet for obvious reasons. You haven't seen the show, but there will be a voting link in the description of this video. If you want to show us some love, please hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. Leave us a chat message or a comment if you're not watching live. That's a really wonderful way of encouraging the actors and helping tell YouTube to show this to more people. But that's enough preamble from me. I am now going to hand you over to our amazing performers, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Welcome to World Monologue Games Regional Finals, and please enjoy main amateur category, Australia.
He's on his way here right now, so I need you to believe me. You know, this is happening. This is not a joke. It's not a nightmare. You know, I had to convince him that I wouldn't tell anyone or he was going to kill me too. He was so... I've never seen him like that before. I mean, I knew he had a dark side. I knew he could be cold and violent, but he acted like it was nothing. He strangled him and acted like it was nothing. And you know he's capable of it. I mean, he made it sound like Isaac wasn't even the first person who he's killed. And think about it. How many people have mysteriously disappeared from our lives? How many people have got on the wrong side of felt and then you just never hear from them again? I mean, it's felt. The question isn't why kill someone, it's why not. Motive, it's incidental, he wants to kill people, so he does. It's just that simple. He's a sociopath. It's obvious. I mean, how didn't I figure that out sooner? I mean, I was so stupid. I thought it was my friend. When I was climbing the walls of my apartment, when I went to throw myself into traffic, he was there. And I don't know if I'd be alive right now if he hadn't made me think that he'd give it a day one way or another. But the truth is that he doesn't care about anyone. He's a cold-blooded killer. He's a predator. How didn't I see this? Or if I did see it, and I fell for him anyway, then what does that say about me?
Bitter? Why on earth would I be bitter? Well, because I ended up as collateral damage to Hassan's career suicide and lost my job in the process? I'd have to be pretty goddamn petty to let that get to me, huh? I mean, did he spare a moment to think about the people that might be impacted by this? You know, so Hassan gets beaten up by white supremacists and the public goes, he faked the whole goddamn thing to make a point about racial bigotry, and the whole concept of public mentalness gets redefined. Of course he was going to lose his job as an actor, playing the role that I wrote, my one contribution to make it into the series. Bye-bye, Ahmed Hassan. Enjoy your off-screen death. And bye-bye, Hassan. Enjoy your retirement in disgrace. You know, as sympathetic as I am to the whole concept of racial inequality, you're going to have to forgive me for wanting someone to kick that manipulative little shit in the balls so hard that he vomits blood. In the meantime, if you know of someone looking for a writer with second-degree reputational burns, you know who to call, because, yeah, not bitter at all.
Sorry I'm late. I had to buy you a present. I went out during my lunch break and told Sam that I'd be back by 2 for the partners meeting, and went down to that new department store by the Royal. I went in the foyer, surrounded by perfume stands and display cases. I looked at everything, looked at all the stuff. I had this sudden realisation that I really don't know you. I don't know when it happens, but it really hurt to know. It must have been 2:30 before someone from the store actually came over to check on me. Must have thought I was there to burn the place down. Just look in my eyes. And I spoke to the floor manager, this really nice lady named Beverly. She asked if I needed any help. Before I knew it, I was telling her everything about the pressures at work, about Emily getting sick and having to cancel the holiday, about the feelings I just had about you, about us. She listened to all of it. Just listened and nodded. And she helped me pick something out. It's a scarf. Red pattern. Beverly says that scarves show that husbands are thinking about the future, like how to look on their wife when they go out somewhere nice, or if her neck gets cold during winter, or while they're on holiday. I do think about the future. I do.
Dating. I have started dating again. Please, God, don't make me do it. Hand holding. The worst thing about dating. The fellow, or maybe even I, will decide that hand-holding is a sweet, simple way to start. It's the most nerve-wracking experience of my life. Once I start holding hands, I'm afraid to stop. If I pull my hand away, will he think I'm being cold and moody? Should I squeeze his hand and sort of wriggle my fingers around suggestively? Or is that too forward? What if we're holding hands in the movies and I have to scratch my nose? If I release his hand, scratch the offending nose, and then grab his hand again immediately, will he feel rejected? Will he be relieved? And what if my hand is clammy? A clammy hand is more offensive than bad breath or right-wing politics. A clammy hand means you're a lousy lay. Everybody knows that. And what, dear spiteful God, am I going to wear? I'll need new dresses, new jewellery, new sweaters, new trousers, new underwear, and shoes. Shoes have to be perfect. Shoes tell everything. Men like high heels, right? I can't walk in heels. Well, I can try. For a really important date, I can just see myself now spending $250 on a pair of drop-dead heels. This time will be different, I'll tell myself. This time I'll be able to walk. An hour in the ball and my foot will start cramping up. I just know it, and I'll begin to hobble. Is there anything wrong? He'll ask me considerately, and I won't know where to look. I won't be able to say to him, these fucking shoes are crippling me, and if I don't take them off this very minute, I'll be maimed for life.
Well, actually, today, I stopped by Jack in the Box on the way here, and there was this girl at the counter, and she said to me, "Hi, are you having an awesome day?" It wasn't, "How was your day?" or "How are you today?" No, it was, "Hi, are you having an awesome day?" Which is, and you know, that's kind of shitty to me, because that puts the onus on me to disagree with it, right? Because if I say I'm not having an awesome day, then suddenly I'm the negative one. And, you know, normally when people ask me about my day, I'm normally having a pretty shitty day, okay? But I can't say that I'm having a shitty day because, well, I mean, I don't have a good reason. You know, and then people will ask, like, well, why are you having a shitty day? And I don't know. You know, it's all of it, okay? But today, when the girl asked me, so she asked me, and I thought, wait a minute, today I'm actually allowed to feel shitty. So I said to her, you know, my mom died. And she immediately burst into tears. And so now I'm comforting her, which is annoying. And meanwhile, there's this like line of people forming behind me, and they're all giving me this judgy look because I'm the one who made the Jack in the Box girl cry. So she's sobbing and she's saying, I'm sorry, and I'm saying, you know, it's fine, but it's not fine, but it's fine. But I kind of just want to order my double Jack in the Box meal, and I kind of have somewhere to be. So maybe less with the crying and more with the frying. And then, so she apologizes again, and she takes my order, and then she offers me a free churro. So as I'm leaving, I'm thinking, I just got a free churro because my mom died. Like no one ever told me that you get a free churro when your mom dies.
You want to know, I suppose, what turns a nice little girl like me into a cold-blooded murderer. You want to know why I did it, why I killed all those girls? It's because I like it. I wouldn't expect you to understand what it's like. You have no idea to hold someone's life in your hands, to be in control. There's always this this moment between a killer and her victim. That instant where she realizes your power and she begs for mercy for her life. And you have a split second to decide to save her. Well, that's great. But to kill her, well, that's something different. To take away the one thing that she values most above all, her life. I want to be remembered for my achievements. And I will, won't I? Sure, you're horrified by what I've done. You're disgusted. You think I'm a monster. But I'm willing to bet that I'll be on your mind for quite some time. I just want you to think. The next time that you belittle someone or make them feel stupid, think about me. And then think about them and what they could do to you. How much would you respect them if they had their hands around your neck and they had the choice to release their grip from your throat or to just keep pressing? Think about it.
How many times during the 20 years I was your leader, Friends of Spoon River, did you neglect the convention and caucus and leave the burden on my hands of saving and guarding the people's cause? I mean, sometimes because you were ill, or your grandmother was ill, or you just drank too much and fell asleep. Or else you'd say, he is our leader. All will be well. He fights for us and all we have to do is follow. But oh, how you cursed me when I fell. And cursed me saying that I betrayed you by leaving the caucus room for a moment with the people's enemies there, waited and watched for an opportunity to destroy the sacred rights of the people. You common rabble. I left the caucus room to go to the urinal.
I've come here to ask you an important question. Maybe the very idea of it will repulse you. I know that you think your daughter Shauna has the sickness, and you probably blame me for infecting her in the first place. But allow me to present you another point of view. If being a lesbian is sickness, then Shauna and I have chronic cases of it. We're incurable. Believe me, I've tried everything. You might not know this, but before I was with any girl, I had 5 boyfriends. In fact, I was madly in love with one of them. But no matter how hard I tried to fight against this sickness, I couldn't commit towards him or any of them. My disease progressed in such a state I couldn't have a normal life, a normal romantic life. It turned me towards women. I became a lesbian, a queer, a dyke. I tried so hard to fight against this sickness, but I lost. Like you, I believe in tradition. We have to respect the customs of the previous generation. I want to continue this tradition and ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. I promise you that I will love and respect her, nurture her throughout her life, navigate this sickness until the Lord takes us to heaven. I know that this is causing you so much pain, but despite your misgivings, I still hope you say yes, because you know that I love and will always care for her. Sir, please let me marry her.
Things have been a bit crazy last week. I saw a ghost squatting on my ceiling like a helium balloon. I was like, I didn't use that corner anyways. Have fun. She was not so cool about it. She wanted to do the bulb flicker. I don't even have a bulb. But she got into the wiring anyways and broke my microwave. The one thing that I cannot do without. That was a no-go. I backed out. And then she is like, where am I going to haunt now? Look, that's not my problem. Unless you can fix the microwave. Which she couldn't, as I imagined. I know what you're thinking. Ghosts are not real. My doctor says so too. What he really says is, that'll be $50. But I can see it in his eyes.
No. I picked up the blade at 14 and I never looked back. Mum never wanted me to shave. I thought she didn't want me to grow up or something like that. But now I understand. She would say to me, every time she would say to me, it's gonna grow back thicker. The first couple times weren't too bad. A little skin irritation, no cuts, everything was fine. But then I started to get these bumps, and I would let it grow out and they would go away. Then I'd shave again and they would come back, and I started to pick at them. I couldn't pop them fast enough. And then it felt like steel was pushing through my pores. It hurt so bad that I couldn't sleep at night. Ma was right. I should have listened to her, but I didn't. I would go to bed mad at you, thinking you did this to me. I'd try to push you out of my head, but you were always there, just beneath the surface, pushing up, pushing pain.
That's not true. Young women need the prom. It's a rite of passage, as sacred as buying your first bra or getting your driver's license. There are a few things in life that are guaranteed to be glorious and memorable and sparkling with gowns and cummerbunds. Prom is the quintessential teenage experience. Think of the elderly and the grown-ups who lament the day they decided not to go to the prom. Prom is the key ingredient to a happy and meaningful life. Prom is short for promenade, A slow, gentle walk through a shady glen. And this beloved ceremony symbolises our journey from the shadows of adolescence to the bright sunshine of the adult world and all its freedoms. And it may be the only chance I ever have to dance with a boy. Maybe I'll never have someone get down on one knee and offer me a diamond ring. Maybe I'll never get to walk down the aisle with that smug look of bridal triumph. But it is my right, and the right of every plain, frumpy, bookwormy, soon-to-be librarian to have one night of Cinderella magic. Even if we have to go with our cousin or our gay best friend from tap class, we will have a prom. And you will help me.
I hope she suffered. Your wife. She died, right? Cancer, right? To be clear, what I said was, I hope she suffered. Not that I hope that she didn't suffer. I hope that you came home every day to see agony painted across the face of the person that you love the most. Sorry. Loved, right? Because you nodded when I asked about the cancer, so we know to refer to her in the past tense. No. Shut up. You are not going to say a damn word. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and you're going to stand there and take it like the little bitch that you are, or so help me God. I never met your wife, but the one thing that I know about her is that she married a massive cunt. You were part of the cable of immoral pig shit that got me fired over a false accusation from someone who ended up taking my job. You participated in an injustice and you dismissed my counter-accusations, Michael. All 17 of them. You are a bully! But the good news is that I moved on and up, and your side of the wife is dead. So I guess karma really does come around, doesn't it? This is me. Have a good one, Michael.
My coffee table, it came to life. One moment it was just sitting there, and then, like, one of its legs, it moved. I just kept blinking really fast because I'm not crazy. I didn't want to think I was crazy, but then it moved again. Oh God, no. What is happening to me? It's just a table. It's just a table. But then the glass on top of the table, it was the glass on top of the legs. It came open and it had like these jaws. Okay, and they opened wide. They had like these teeth. It had these teeth, and it was just fully animated now. It was coming at me like it wanted to eat me. I didn't know what I could do. I grabbed the nearest chair and you know what? I bashed it. I bashed that coffee table monster. I killed it and now it's dead. Is it? Please tell me it's dead. I can't handle if it's not dead.
Hello, sorry I am late. My name is Vladimir. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My trip from Russia is awful. I walk for weeks. I get shot at many times. I freeze ass off in boat. I lose 3 friends to starvation. A trip to office. A trip to office. Not so bad. Not so bad. I don't get shot at on the train. Okay, so I want to join your company to help bring you into 21st century. Your company is at risk of amateur hacker who take hacking 101 class. I will make company invulnerable to combined forces of Chinese and Russian government. Okay, I know that position was for administrative assistant, but you need me. You need Russia #1 hacker. Huh? People say I am child genius when small, and wunderkind when medium size, and now Russia #1 hacker. Huh? You don't believe me? Check your phone, go to company website. Company website is gone. Russian hacker destroyed in 3 seconds. Now, check again. Website is back with new red and gold speed stripe. Also, pick card. I am also Russian #1 magician. You pick 6 of clubs. I wrote on hand yesterday. Greatest strength. Greatest strength is a quadriceps muscle. And greatest weakness is chocolate. One moment. Hello, mother. I cannot talk right now. I am in a job interview. Well, tell principal it's complication from surgery. No. Mother, please. Okay, I have to go right now or mother will confiscate my PlayStation and Xbox. Thank you for meeting me. I will come back in 1 year. You will make me administrative assistant and I will save company from bad government. Keep the cards. Goodbye.
'21st century shit, man. I mean, I'm a broke failure who's been working an after-school job for the last 10 years now. Look at this shithole. Petrol prices are sky high. They're like over $2 a litre now. Wall-to-wall superhero movies. I mean, what the hell happened to all the culture in the world? This isn't my world anymore. And then there's the fucking idiots out there. There's the so-called anti-vaxxers. I mean, when did the world become so obnoxiously dumb? This is the real reason Peter Pan didn't want to grow up. Messaged Shavana the other week. No reply. There's never a reply. I've been on Tinder for 8 goddamn years now, and I've had 2 dates in that time. 2. Both ending fucking disastrously. I mean, I'm fucking sick of it. It's all my fault. It's always been my fault. I complain about having an after-school job for the last 10 years, but what the fuck have I ever done to change anything? It's time to go up a bit. It's time to go up.
You always loved Disney movies. You always said it wasn't the characters, but the happy endings. You were such an optimist. Never understood it, but you always said it was special. That it had talent and endless potential. And I always tried so hard to make you proud, but you said I didn't need to make you proud, only that I made myself proud. Didn't matter what job I had, all that mattered was that I was happy. And that when I put my head to sleep at night, that I'd accomplished something. And I'd done something for the greater good. Today marks the beginning of my 34th year of life, and I feel like I've accomplished nothing. I never lived up to that potential that you mistakenly saw in me. You know, when you were in hospital, I only came to see you once. In the 3 weeks leading to your departure, I only came to see you one fucking time. Never even got to say goodbye. It's been 5 years since you've been gone, and the way things are going, I feel like I'm not going to make it to my next birthday. I might be joining you. And unfortunately, this isn't a fucking Disney movie. There is no happy ending. I'm not sure how this one is going to finish, but I just hope that when the curtains close, the screen fades to black, that it's quick. It's painless. Straight into the abyss.
We don't have much time. The time we do have, and the time we've spent together, I'll never forget. You've given me a life and a reason to live. I'm not sure that's what you need right now, to know me. I've done things I'm not proud of. I made choices that I wish I never had. But the one thing I'll never regret is stopping the hand of your father to cut you from my body. I wish we had more time. Sometimes our lifetime is lived in a moment, and you've given that to me. I want you to know, I need you to know that the world out there is going to be hard. It's going to pull you down and spit you out, but never let it win. You can be all that you desire. Just don't be fooled by the foolish. Don't be taken by the sparkle of men's eyes that lead you blind. Do you think by killing me this is all going to end? It never just ends, there's always ghosts. could have done that to myself. But having a life in my hands changes everything. It's never too late to make a change. A child needs a family.
Tell me what you wanna be. Float your mind and listen to the beat. Rockin' to the levels, you're so fortunate free.
All right, everyone. That was the main Amateur Australia show at the regional finals of World Monologue Games 2022. A massive congratulations to the performers. Some amazing stuff in there. Yeah, well done. That was great. So what happens now is you guys get to vote. I am just going to make an update to the description of this video. So if you're watching live, you'll have to refresh your device and you will now see there is a link to a voting form in the description of this video. That voting form will be open for 48 hours from the end of this stream. And all you need to do is jump in and vote for your 2 favorite performers. Now, do bear in mind for the actors themselves, you are allowed to vote for yourself. Please do not try to vote twice. Anybody, and yeah, make sure you use a real account. It has to be validated by Google. You might need to have a Google account to vote. That's just to make sure we don't get spammy votes. Sorry for the inconvenience. Before I go, I'll just tell you quickly about our upcoming challenges program. We've got something starting on the 1st of November called Last Man Standing. This is a pretty epic acting challenge where at the beginning of every day, so midnight Sydney, Australia time, we email you a script and you have 24 hours to learn, film and submit it. And you have to get a new script every single day. If you're still standing by December, we enter into sudden death mode, which gets pretty hectic. Tougher scripts, judges, we get a bit Squid Game. We've got the wider challenges program being launched in 2023. So there'll be 9 different challenges on top of World Monologue Games and World Monologue Film Festival. So heaps and heaps of different ways that you can get involved next year. We have another show tomorrow night, same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Sydney time. Do note there's daylight savings. We desync with other parts of Eastern Australia, so Brisbane and Sydney are no longer in the same time zone. Just check your time zones, but 8 p.m. Sydney time. Tomorrow we have the main Amateur Africa and the Americas show, I believe it is. If you're keen to see who wins from the shows over this weekend, we'll be announcing our winners on Wednesday. I should also point out as well that because there's different numbers of performers in each of the shows, we do send a different number of people from each of these 3 shows through to the globals. So today we have the most performers in this category in today's show. We're actually sending, let me just double check I get this right, 5 judges winners and the viewer favorite from this show. So 6 of these performers will get invited through to our global finals, which start on, I think, the 18th of November. Don't take my word for that, but there's heaps of information in the description of this video. So if you want to check dates or catch other shows, see those challenges, you can do all of that stuff. We have merchandise, you can buy some merch. But look, that's all for me, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed those performances. Really fantastic stuff. So congrats to Australia. You smashed it out of the park today. All right, guys, I'll see you at tomorrow's show. Ciao.